Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Takashi here, and I am sorry it's taken so long to record this one. The one I uploaded last week, or a little over a week ago, was actually pre-recorded, as I put in the description of the video, like, back before, like, the flu and all that stuff, so that was, like, I don't know, a couple months ago. So anyhow, like, I came down with, like, a lot of, I first had the flu, then I had work, then I had vacation, then I came back, work again, got sick again, had to study really hard for a test I had to do for certification, and well, that's past now. I'm not sick anymore, so I'm back and ready to record. I'm not gonna abandon the series like I did with Lucid 9 or whatever that one was called. Yeah, Lucid 9, I think it was what it was. I'm gonna go through with this one, guys. Trust me. I will see it through to the end. We will get this. We will do this. So, here we go. Oh, but the voices might be different, because like I said, I'm coming back a few months afterwards, so I may not remember the exact voices. For the girls, they're pretty much all going to be the same anyways, because I don't really have girl voices, so they're probably going to be pretty similar, but for the guys, they might be different. And that's how I got them yesterday. Lunchtime. As I eat with Tomo and Akemi, I show them the tickets for the private showing that I got from my mom. Wow! I've never heard of that movie, but it looks fun. Akemi is practically squealing with delight as she looks over the tickets. Let's see here. Oh. So now the answer to the question of which of us to invite is neither, I'm guessing. Good guess, Tomo. Huh? No way! You didn't say that! Bad guess, Akemi. Come on, you knew who was gonna invite. You already know, we all know. The people watching know, I know, you know, we all know. What the heck? I totally thought I knew where you were going with this, but you're not taking us? Meanie, I want to see the movie too! Sorry, I've only got 2 tickets. If I invited one of you, that means I have to leave the other of you behind. So he's going to invite you-know-who instead. I know who? Oh, Sachi! Yeah, so what do you think? What do we think? They're your tickets, and besides, you're the one who knows your relationship with her best. Well, whatever. Sure. Go ahead and invite her. Well, I've never hung out with a girl outside of school. I'm a little nervous. Wait, didn't you just walk her home the other day? Isn't that hanging out? Kinda? Sorta? I guess you weren't really hanging out because you were moving, but I think it's still hanging out. Walking home because you're like doing all the activities of hanging out, we're doing, talking, discussing, sharing, what was it, manga? I think it was manga. Like I said, it's been a couple months for me, guys. But I'm pretty sure it was manga. Hello? What about the trip we took together on last holiday? Akemi. Oh, Mamoru, why? So why are you so mean to poor little Akemi? How could you do this, my man? You're a poor replacement for a girl. What's that supposed to mean? No, what I mean is that whenever we meet, it's almost always there as well. Well, yeah, I guess that is true. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but you're the one she knows best. Yeah, alright. We can't really give you much advice, but if you coerce her into going, she's never going to be comfortable around you again. If you plan to accompany her there, that should be enough to convince her, right? Alright, so you're saying, like, don't, like, push her into it, but kind of, like, just invite her, I think. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I guess I should actually find out where we're going first, though, huh? Man, I guess it does make the most sense for you to take Sachi instead of us. I still feel like I'm missing out, though. Well, if Sachi ends up rejecting me, I'll hand the tickets off to you two, since at that point I want to know what to do with them anyway. Huh? You sure? But you could go alone if you wanted, couldn't you? Maybe, but do I want to go alone? Besides, these tickets are in my mom's name. If one of the people trying to use them isn't female, they might not accept them at all. Anyway, that's all mute. That's all moot if Sachi agrees to come. I can't make the decision for you now that I have a stake in it. Do I want to see the movie, or do I want the day when I finally meet Sachan to come sooner? I guess either would be good. What about you, Tomo? If you do hand the tickets off to us, and that means I have to spend the day with Akemi. Jeez, they're pretty harsh to Akemi, aren't they? Which is a pretty tiring prospect. Then again, I can't exactly refuse your generosity. I am free that day, and going to a movie might be a worthwhile diversion. Wow! I didn't realize you were that excited to go on a date with me, Tomo. Look, I'll do it. But do you know how much energy it takes the average human to keep up with you? They do keep talking, but I think they've already forgotten what has to happen before they get the tickets. Thanks for your input, guys. Anyway, I'm done with my lunch, so I'm going to hurry up and go find Sachi. I stand up and head for the stairway. Oh, Mamoru-senpai. What's up? Sachi is yet again sitting at the same place and the same way as when I first met her. I've been coming by day after day, and each time I leave it, seems like she's a little brighter. It's comforting. Hey, are you doing anything this Sunday? I get right to the point, sitting down in my own usual spot. Sunday? No, I don't have any plans. Why do you ask? Well, my mom won one of those sneak peeks for a new movie, but she can't go to it. She gave me the tickets, there's only 2, so I wasn't sure what to do with them at first, but... What? A movie? With me? Don't you have any other friends you can invite? It's not that I don't, but I don't have enough tickets for both of them. If you refused, I was just going to give the tickets to them, but I'm asking you if you want to go first. Yes, of course. Oh, but the movie theater is far away, isn't it? Yeah, but we can just take a train, can't we? Or did you not want to travel too far? No, it's not that. Just, if we take the train, we have to pay for tickets. Doesn't your aunt give you allowance or something? Not really. I've never asked for it. Are you and your aunt on bad terms? I don't think she really likes me that much. Though, to be honest, I'm not really sure. You don't know? Don't you live with her? Couldn't you ask other family members or something? No, it's fine, really. My family, my mom got sick and died many years ago. As for my dad, I was told he left when I was very young. Your mom? Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. It's been a long time since then. Well, about your dad. You said he left? No one ever told me what happened, but he probably left because of me. I think he must have left right after I was born. I don't have any memory of him. Sachi's eye seems to dim as she tells me this. I suppose she wouldn't really remember if she was that young when he left, but I could see a little glimmer of sadness in her eye, even when she admitted it. My mom didn't abandon me, though. She did her best to raise me alone. She was a very kind mother. It was probably too much for one person to handle, though. It took too much of a toll on her body after that. Sorry. Didn't mean to be so depressing. No, I brought it up. I'm the one who should be apologizing. So, after that, your aunt took custody of you? Yes, that's right. Aunt Mayumi seemed to be really close to my mom. Before she died, my mom told Mayumi that she was counting on her to take care of me, and that's why she adopted me. But I'm sure my aunt hates me. She just hasn't said anything. She probably blames me for her unhappiness and the death of her beloved sister. You must not like your aunt very much. No, that's not it. I'm grateful to her for taking care of me. I just don't want to be a nuisance to her. It wouldn't be right for me to ask her for something as selfish as spending money. I see. Thanks for telling me all that. I've never had anyone to talk to before, so thank you for listening to me. But you know, I really do want to hang out with you. If you want. I can pay for the train ride and stuff. I don't mind at all. No, I couldn't. I want to hang out with you too, but I have to ask Mayumi if I can first. But if you had to pay for me, we should just not go. I don't want to be a nuisance to you any more than to my aunt. I don't know about your aunt, but you're not being a nuisance to me at all. But... There's no rush. Why don't you decide after you've asked her? Yeah, alright. By the way, since we have to go all the way to the next town to get to the movie theater, why don't we get there early so we can just wander around a bit? The movie starts in the afternoon, so we could get lunch or something. Okay. I suddenly feel very nervous. Come on, this isn't some huge event. We're just going to have a little fun. Loosen up. I'll try. There you go. Oh, that reminds me. Do you have a cell phone? We should exchange numbers before we forget. It'll be useful in case we want to get in touch later on. Oh, yes. I carry one in case of emergencies. The cell phone Sachi takes out is ancient, but she fumbles with it awkwardly. It's really plain, too. Not a single sticker or anything. Not even one of those silly straps. How do I do this? I think you have to press this. She must not use it much. In fact, it looks like she barely knows how to use it at all. I guess that worked. Thank you. Come to think of it, what's the movie about? Oh right, I should have told you before. It's a movie from Germany. It doesn't look like it's some huge adventure, more like a drama, I guess. Though the story is pretty light, so maybe it's more like comedy? I take the flyer that came with the tickets out of my pocket to show Sachi. Oh, that looks interesting. I've never seen it, so I can't tell you if it's interesting or not. Even going to a movie theater is exciting, and I've only ever seen movies on TV. Well, a private showing isn't something you can just go to anytime. It's not a regular movie theater, and after it's over, you have to fill out a simple questionnaire. But that also sounds exciting. I'm glad you think so, then. The bell chimes as lunch period ends. Oops. Looks like we need to get going. I'll ask my aunt about the movie when I get home. Alright, great. See you later. ... The next day. I've got a lot on my mind as I'm walking to school along the route Sachi always takes. Hopefully Sachi talked to her aunt about coming to hang out with me. I wonder what her aunt will say. Sachi doesn't seem to think she likes her very much. Sachi's covered in wounds, but her aunt didn't seem concerned about it in the slightest. When I met her, maybe Sachi's right. Actually, I did kind of get that impression. She seemed really cold, although I can't really judge her based on the tiny amount of contact I've had with her. So, I don't know if that's really how she is. If her aunt didn't say it was okay, Sachi will naturally refuse, but I still want to take her out even if I have to force her to let me pay for her train ticket. If her family isn't supporting her, then that's all the more reason for me to do so. I mull these things over as I walk, staring at the passing pavement beneath me without looking up.
Good morning, Mamoru-senpai.
I look up to see Sachi standing before me. Oh, good morning, Sachi.
Something wrong?
Nothing. I wasn't looking where I was going, so you surprised me. Sorry. I'm used to having to catch up with her. This is the first time I've heard her call out from behind me. She seems happy to see me.
I was wondering if I'd see you while I was walking. My aunt said that it was okay for me to spend the day with you, senpai. She even said she'd pay for the train and lunch.
Sorry about that, guys. I kind of accidentally right-clicked and then I had to come back to it, so the senpai was really lagged out there. Really? That's great.
Yes.
I was preparing for the worst. This is a little unexpected.
I'm looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of which, I heard the movie is actually based off of some German novel. We continue chatting about the movie, what we'll do that day, and other little things until we arrive at school. Sachi seems to be more excited about this than I thought she would be. She doesn't even know that much about the town we're headed to. Sunday, the day I'm going out with Sachi. We decided I would meet her at her house since it's so close to my own. I had some time to spare, so I arrived at Sachi's house a little earlier than we discussed. I don't mind waiting if she still needs to get ready. I ring the doorbell. After a little while, I hear soft footsteps approaching shortly before the front door opens. However, standing before me is not Sachi, but her aunt, Mayumi. It's not like I wasn't kind of expecting this, but I'm surprised nonetheless, and my body goes rigid. Good morning. I'm here to meet Sachi. Sorry, I accidentally right-clicked again. Oof. Good morning, Mamoru-kun. I've heard a lot about you. I've heard all about you. I heard all about it. It. I can read. It feels like Mayumi is searching, wait. Okay. It feels like Mayumi is searching me for something with her icy gaze.
Good morning, senpai. You're here early.
Sure enough, Sachi appears behind Mayumi. It seems like she's ready to go, but she looks between Mayumi and me with a troubled expression. I think Sachi is more surprised than I am that Mayumi answered the door. But Mayumi pays Sachi no mind, and as she stares at me and begins to speak. The movie ends in the evening, right? Once the movie is over, come right home, okay?
Right.
Right, we will. I wasn't planning on staying out late anyway, but the warning look in her eyes is a little unsettling nonetheless. Alright then, off we go. With that, Mayumi steps aside and lets Sachi out onto the street.
Yes. Goodbye. ...
We get a good distance away from Sachi's house before we start speaking again.
Sorry about that.
Why are you apologizing? I mean, I was surprised, but It seems like she was just worried about you.
She probably just didn't want to have to deal with any trouble I might cause.
Actually, I have no idea what she was thinking. Maybe Sachi's right, after all. Whatever. Forget about that. And let's get going.
Yeah, sure.
We're about to start heading in the direction of the station, but... What's wrong?
Huh? What do you mean?
I was so distracted with thinking about Mayumi that I didn't notice that Sachi's wearing casual clothing. This is the first time I've seen her in anything other than a uniform. She's wearing a plain skirt and a worn-out hoodie. I realized Sachi put her hood up and her head down as soon as we started walking. Do you really have to walk that way?
Huh? This is how I always do it. Do you not like it?
No, it's just... It's really suspicious looking. I think it would be best if you took off the hood, at least.
It's suspicious looking?
Yeah, when someone has their hood up and you can't see their face, don't you think that person looks kind of suspicious?
Oh, I see.
This is how she always does it? I don't know what it's like for her, but still, when she's with me, I don't want her to act weird like that. We're supposed to be walking together, but I can't even see her face? Look, I know you usually try not to let people see you, but you're with me today, you know? No matter what happens, I'm right here next to you.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
She's still anxious, and she's still keeping her head down, but at least she seems to have given up on the hood for now. Right. Let's get going then, shall we?
Oh, okay.
Dot 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 dot. Journey, adventure. Since it's the weekend, the street to the station has quite a few people on it, and goes double for the shopping center. We have to go through to get there. The train itself isn't any better. It's so packed, in fact, that I don't think it's going to be possible to have any kind of conversation with Sachi until we arrive at our destination. That said, since our destination isn't particularly far away, it doesn't take that long to get there, and we both feel a little relieved once we get off the train. There sure are a lot of people out today. You okay?
Yeah, I don't really use the train, so I was startled to see so many people on it, but I'm alright.
Great. Then why don't we walk around and try to find somewhere to eat?
Sure.
So this is the beginning of their first date. Yeah, I would say this would be their first date, because the only thing they've done before is walk, eat lunch together and walk home together kind of deal, not really go out and meet somewhere else. So I'd say this is probably their first date, though they may not consider it a date yet because they're not dating yet. Terminology. We started walking toward an area that probably has a place we can eat at. Actually, I already know where I'm taking her, since I looked around for a good place beforehand. I thought it'd be better to take Sachi to a quieter place, where she can let her guard down while we talk, rather than a street with a lot of big shops and a ton of people. I try to start a conversation with Sachi, but as I turn my head to look at her, she's nowhere to be found, and I immediately start to panic. I quickly realize that she didn't actually disappear. She's just walking several meters behind me. For some reason. Why? Weren't we supposed to be walking together? Sachi? I quickly turn around and close the distance between us.
Yes? What is it?
Do you not want to walk next to me or something?
No, it's nothing like that. It's just... I don't know if you want me to walk next to you.
Why wouldn't I want you to?
What? But if you walk next to me, people might think you know me.
But I do know you. That's why I want to walk with you.
Yeah, but...
I understand what she's getting at. She definitely draws a lot of attention. I saw that she got a lot of startled glances and stares from people we passed on the street as we were making our way here. I feel like a lot of them were overreacting, though that's not exactly surprising to me either. I guess it's only natural that she'd want to hide her face to avoid those stares. Maybe stopping her from wearing her hood was not the best idea. Put your hood up if it makes you feel better. I want to... I can talk. Sorry guys, it's like, it's been a while, so I'm kind of getting back into it. I said that when I started this series too, like, I need to just keep up with these things so I can get better at reading sentences just off the fly. I want to walk next to you. But you said... She takes half a step backwards, putting a little more distance between us. I don't think there's anything wrong with being seen with you. Come on, don't run away. I don't know if I'm sounding harsh. I'm trying to sound like he's determined, because I think he's really I think what he really wants to be closer to her, and he doesn't want her to feel like she has to be ashamed of who she is, and that she can be more open with being close to him. She doesn't have to pretend not to be his friend in public for his sake. He actually wants to be closer, and so I'm trying to express that. But I wonder if I'm coming off as too harsh. Let me know in the comments. I close the half-step distance and grab her hand and keep her here. Huh? We're going to be seen together anyway, so we might as well walk together, right? I'm fine with it. But if you don't want to walk with me, just say so, and I'll let go of your hand. I do want to, but isn't this a little... Her voice becomes a whisper as she stares at the ground, but after a moment she tilts her head up, just enough to look at me. Senpai, is this really okay? Of course. I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay, then let's go. Thanks. Thank you. Her grip on my hand tightens ever so slightly. Actually, I'm finding myself getting a little flustered as well, but I don't think I could let go of her hand even if I wanted to. With our hands clasped together, I start to worry that my grip on her hand is too tight, or that I'm walking too quickly for her. As I become aware of everything I could be doing wrong, I quickly start to feel very embarrassed. I'm too focused on these details to actually make conversation with Sachi. I try to calm down, forcing myself to not think about anything, and focusing only on the feeling of Sachi's hand in mine. Her slender hand is warm, and faintly, I can feel that warmth flood into my own hand. She adjusts her grip, and rough spots on her otherwise smooth skin gently scrape against my palm. They feel like they might be scabs or something. Wait, didn't this hand have a bandage on it before? The shallow grooves of her soft hand are strangely alluring, and I unconsciously trace them with my fingers. Sachi's own fingers twitch in response, though I'm not sure whether this is reflex or not. Thinking I've offended her, I glance at Sachi only to find that she's already staring at me with her one big eye. Sorry. It's fine. I was just wondering, are those scars on your hands? I wanted to feel them to make sure. It's okay. You can touch them if you want. Blood rushes to her smiling face, and I think mine probably turns just as red. That cafe, do you want to have lunch there? I saw it when I was looking for a good place to eat before we came. I've heard some good things about it. So, looks like they're about to eat at the cafe. It's about 30 minutes, so it's probably a good time to close this episode here. It looks like they're off to a good start to their date. He's kind of getting to come out of her shell a little bit. They both seem to like each other, and it's going well. We will see what happens in the next episode with the cafe and the movie. Anyhow, guys, again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Laters.